Washington, commonly known as the original Washington, is a city in Beaufort County, North Carolina, United States, located on the northern bank of the Pamlico River. The population was 9,744 at the 2010 census. It is the county seat of Beaufort County. The closest major city is Greenville, approximately 20 miles to the west. Established in 1776 on land donated by Col. James Bonner, Washington is the first city named after George Washington, the first president of the United States. History. The settlement at the current location of the city was founded in the 1770s by James Bonner on his land and was known as Forks of the Tar. In 1776, it was renamed Washington. During the American Revolutionary War, Washington served as a supply port while all major neighboring ports were under British siege. The Bank of Washington, West End Branch, Beaufort County Courthouse, Bowers Trip House, North Market Street Historic District, Rosedale, Washington Historic District, and Zion Episcopal Church are listed on the National Register of Historic Places. Demographics. As of the census of 2010, there were 9,744 people and 4,246 households in the city. The population density was 1,190.0 people per square mile. There were 4,754 housing units at an average density of 580.5 per square mile. The racial composition of the city was 49.0% white, 45.50% black or African American, 5.5% Hispanic or Latino American, 0.5% Asian American, 0.2% Native American, 0.1% Native Hawaiian or other Pacific Islander, and 1.50% two or more races. There were 4,754 households, out of which 22.5% had children under the age of 18 living with them. 37.3% were married couples living together. 21.1% had a female householder with no husband present, and 37.8% were non-families. 33.5% of all households were made up of individuals, and 15.3% had someone living alone who was 65 years of age or older. The average household size was 2.21 and the average family size was 2.93. In the city, the age distribution of the population shows 24.7% under the age of 18, 8.6% from 18 to 24, 24.5% from 25 to 44, 22.6% from 45 to 64, and 19.6% who were 65 years of age or older. The median age was 40 years. For every 100 females there were 77.4 males. For every 100 females age 18 and over, there were 70.8 males. The median income for a household in the city was $22,057, and the median income for a family was $30,280. Males had a median income of $26,053 versus $21,641 for females. The per capita income for the city was $14,319. About 23.3% of families and 28.7% of the population were below the poverty line, including 42.8% of those under age 18 and 19.3% of those age 65 or over. Transportation. Freeways and primary designated routes. United States highways. U.S. Route 264, dubbed Pactolus Highway, runs roughly east-west through Washington, following John Small Avenue and 5th Street. U.S. Route 17 runs roughly north-south, following Carolina Avenue and North Bridge Street. South of Washington, the road crosses the Pamlico River over the Pamlico Tar Bridge. North Carolina Highways N.C. Route 32 runs east-west through Washington, following River Road, Park Drive and 3rd Street. The road terminates at U.S. Route 17. Media. Print. The Washington Daily News is the local newspaper. As of September 2007, the Daily News had a circulation of 8,736 Monday through Saturday, and 8,969 on Sunday. The Daily News was awarded the Pulitzer Prize for Meritorious Public Service in 1990 for a series of stories concerning local water contamination, making it the smallest daily newspaper in history to win the coveted award. In 2009, the newspaper The Beaufort Observer went from a bi-monthly print publication to an online publication. Beaufort County Community College, located in Washington, publishes Life on the Pamlico, a digital magazine dedicated to preserving North Carolina's coastal heritage. Television. The following stations are licensed to Washington and/or have significant operations and viewers in the city. WITN, licensed to Washington, owned by Gray Television. WNCT, licensed to Greenville, owned by Media General. WCTI, licensed to New Bern, owned by Bluestone Television. WYDO, licensed to Greenville, owned by Steam Broadcasting, satellite of WFXI. WUNK, licensed to Greenville, owned by the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, satellite of WUNC-TV. WEPX-TV, licensed to Greenville, owned by Ion Media Networks. Radio. The following radio stations are licensed to Washington and surrounding areas. 93.3 FM, Wero Bob. 93.3. 98.3 FM, WLGT. 98.3 The Bridge. 95.1 FM, WRNS FM Your Country. 95.1 WRNS. 101.1 FM, WQZL. 101.1 SAM FM, 101.9 FM, WIKS. 101.9 KISS FM, 103.7 FM, WTIB. 103.7 WTIB The Talk. 94.3 FM, WRHD. 94.3 The Game. 99.5 FM, WXNR. 99.5 The X. 104.5 FM, WSDK. Search Radio, Rhythmic Hot AC, Dance Hits. 1320 AM, WTOW Washington Original Gospel Station, features. This mid-sized rural town has been called the heart of the Inner Banks. It has a range of historical buildings and landmarks that add to its architectural interest, with some dating back to colonial times. A self-guided historic walking tour allows visitors to explore the neighborhoods, homes of Victorian design, arts and crafts, and traditional early 20th century dwellings stand side by side on sidewalks lined with crepe myrtle trees. Condominiums and townhouses have been constructed on the city's waterfront to bring residents back to the river, the town's starting place. A farmers and artisans market is held regularly on the town's green areas on the waterfront. The North Carolina Estuarium, located on the Pamlico River, portrays the ecology of North Carolina's estuaries. The Tar Pamlico River and Pamlico Sound are featured in the more than 200 scientific and historic exhibits. In addition, a scenic 3/4-mile boardwalk takes visitors out along the Pamlico River. Washington features fishing and boating along the Pamlico River. The Turnage Theater, a restored historic vaudeville and movie theater, has opened in the downtown area and hosts plays and other types of live entertainment. Downtown restaurants benefit from a monthly downtown music and art festival called Music in the Streets. The Beaufort County Arts Council, founded in 1972, is located in the restored Atlantic Coastline Railroad station. It offers cultural programs including an annual juried fine arts show, a holiday arts and crafts show, a student art show, year-round exhibitions in the adjacent Washington Civic Center Gallery, a series of free public concerts, an annual art camp for youth, workshops, lectures, and organized trips to attend cultural events throughout the region. Evidence of the Union attack on Washington during the American Civil War is seen by the cannonball shot in an attorney's office located on historic Water Street. Confederate ships were shelling from the Tar River and forced the Union soldiers out. Both Union and Confederate soldiers burned many buildings as they retreated. Civil War reenactors meet in the outskirts of Washington every year. Many nearby towns also contain Civil War artifacts and museums. Notable natives: Herbert Covington Bonner, Democratic congressman from North Carolina; Henry Churchill DeMille, Washington-born playwright and the father of film pioneers Cecil B. DeMille and William C. DeMille, and the grandfather of the dancer and choreographer Agnes DeMille. Murray Hamilton, actor, best remembered for his playing the mayor in Jaws and Mr. Robinson in The Graduate. Dominique Wilkins was a 9-time NBA All-Star, and one of the best dunkers in NBA history, earning the nickname, "The Human Highlight Film." Quote, in 2006, Wilkins was inducted into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame. Ryan Zimmerman, Major League third baseman for the Washington Nationals baseball team, 2005-present. Susan Dimmock, pioneer in American medicine and women's health. Studied at the University of Zurich in 1871, and practiced in Boston. Josephus Daniels, Secretary of the Navy during World War I, and Ambassador to Mexico under President Franklin Delano Roosevelt's administration.